I'm Alex, and welcome to the Designasaw Workshop. You're probably thinking, hold up, I thought this was Automotive Tales. And it is. They've given me the keys for one very special build series. We're going to be working on a pretty rare car. We're going to take it from a non-runner all the way through to a fully working functional vehicle. And I hope you're going to follow along with us. I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight to what the car is before we actually push it in. So, it's a rear-wheel drive. Pretty special. Probably a household name, I would say, around the world. The car's featured in a few different films, which might be a little bit of a clue. It's quite a rare beast, and I hope you're going to enjoy this. So, without further ado, let me open the doors, we'll push it in, and let's see what we've got. A mess on the workbench. What do you think? Oh no, it's down here. Let me just tilt the camera down for you. There she is. The legendary Aston Martin DB10, built for the James Bond film Spectre in all its glory. I mean, you know, I'm amazed. I got it for a real bargain. But let's get it up on the bench and then we can have a look and see. Here we have Aston Martin DB10 child's ride-on toy built by Feber, something like that. Following the Bond movie that came out, this was sort of a promotional thing that went with it. So originally 6 volts of pure power. Sing one wheel, rear wheel drive, featuring a sat nav that only ever takes you to the same place and always takes 28 minutes. We have a steering wheel with a non-functioning flappy paddle. It has 2 speeds, forward and reverse. Throttle is on or off. That's how I like it. The roost gauge, if we can see that there, the roost gauge is permanently at 2.5 roosts, so that's got to be good. There is a bit of a strange thing. The brake calipers actually spin with the wheel, so we might need to take a look at that. Currently, the headlights don't work. There's no bulb in there. Also same that side. No front number plate, but you know, James Bond doesn't need one. The wing mirrors, yeah, they work. They reflect. Rear lights, again, not working. Exhausts, yeah, bit of a blockage. That screw in there, stopping it. But that's definitely a functioning rear splitter. Some nice side skirts there. They're going to really help with the aero, as well as these front splitters there. So, you know, overall, solid base. So let me run you through a little bit about why I've got the car, what's going on. So I've got a 19-month-old daughter at the time when I'm filming this, and I bought it as a toy for her, really, but it's probably as much a toy for me as it is for her. It came up on eBay for 99p, and I thought I couldn't resist. I'd been looking for one for a little while. I'd seen them up on Facebook Marketplace for near 100 quid. So when I saw this up at 99p, thought I've got to do it. The guy at seller was honest, it just doesn't run. I think he played about with it a bit and couldn't figure out why. I'm pretty much planning to almost start again with the electrics. We'll see how it goes, really. Plans for the car. So currently only one rear wheel is powered, which is a bit rubbish, so we're not going to stick with that. Going to put in 2 new motors and gearboxes, one's power each wheel, and then we're going to change the battery to run on 2 cordless drill batteries. Will be run together, so we'll still just get 18 volts, but we should have a bit more lifespan in them. I want to make some other changes to it. So as I've said earlier in the video, the headlights don't work. So I want to make the headlights work. I want to give it some rear tail lights and also some brake lights. So simply when you come off the throttle, the brake light will come on. Might do some stupid stuff like undercar lights as well, some LED strip. Cosmetically, I think I'm going to wrap it with a vinyl wrap. I don't mind the sort of the grey sort of metallic colour of it, but I think I want to make it sort of unique, bit of a one-off. Inside, I'm thinking I'm going to sort of trim most of the inside in sort of a black leatherette kind of thing. The same with the seat. However, I've got no idea how to trim a seat like this, so we'll see how that goes. There's going to be a bit of 3D printing, a bit of CAD work required for things like making a battery mount for the 2 batteries. That's going to live somewhere in this rear section. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the steering. It's, yeah, pretty loud. I'm hoping that's just because I'm skipping the gears on the gearbox, but it might mean the gearbox is knackered for the steering. We've just got to wait and see when I sort of get it all stripped down and have a look. The wheels, I don't mind the wheels. I do find this sort of spinning brake caliper thing a bit weird, but you know, not a huge amount I can do about that. Have thought about putting a dish wheel on. Seen some YouTube videos about that, which is pretty cool. Have wondered about doing some rubber on the tyres to give it a bit more grip. The thing I've sort of seen about these is when you start giving them more grip, you tend to find that you shear the gears off inside the gearboxes. So have a think. We may decide to go down that route, in which case you might do something different with the rear gearboxes. We will see as it goes along. The next video, we're going to start tearing the car apart, breaking it down. We'll show you all the sort of nuts and bolts that are in this thing, all the electronics, how it's supposed to work as it's in standard form, and we'll hopefully start working out a bit more about what we're going to do as we go through that. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for this one. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you like to subscribe, give us that thumbs up, it's always good. You can find us on all the social media stuff. That's at Automotive Tales, or you can find me, Designasaw, on Instagram, Facebook, and all the other good stuff. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks very much.